Jody, Zach, the hospitality industry remains an economic driver for San Antonio, with $19 billion contributed to the economy of San Antonio in 2022. 1 in 8 workers work in the hospitality industry here in San Antonio. Yet, a lot of our small businesses, including food and beverage, are closing. It has to do with how the infrastructure is evolving. But how can we protect our small businesses in San Antonio? Zach?
Yeah, well, you're right. The food and beverage industry in San Antonio specifically, and more broadly, travel, tourism, hospitality in this town, have been a backbone of this city for my entire life and beyond. Back to my grandfather building the Plaza del Rio, right? Hemisphere. That didn't happen by accident. All of that was by design. So we have a rich tradition of service in this town. And really our reputation, you talked about it earlier, Jody, our reputation nationally, statewide, nationally, internationally, is as a place to come and celebrate, a place to experience the fun and vibrancy of the city through that travel and tourism lens. And we as operators have a duty to those visitors, our guests, as well as the people who sustain our businesses, our staff, our employees, our partners in those businesses, to operate in a way that is sustainable for our own businesses and for that industry in this town at large. It takes a lot of hard work and thinking and collaboration with our neighbors and our fellow business leaders in the community. It also takes partnership from the city.
Absolutely.
The city has to prioritize protecting the value that you're describing, that Jody's talked about, that our industry and the people who make that business run every day, the value that we present to the city, not just economically, but in a goodwill sense and a broader perception of what San Antonio is. So I see it as, I spoke about it earlier. My mission in Garza Brothers Hospitality, Garaje Cantina, be sort of our first foray into this business, is to jump into the rig, jump into the conversation, and contribute to innovating, pushing ourselves and pushing our fellow business owners to innovate the way we operate our businesses, and challenging our other partners, our other community partners, including the city, to engage in the way that we operate our businesses differently. The models, I can tell you, have been broken for a very long time. I lived it for 20 years. I'm still living it every day through the folks that operate with us here at Garaje Cantina and the partners across Make Ready Market. I have so much value in my life every day, having a window into a lens into the operations of 7 other my own and 7 other small businesses that operate in this 1,400 square feet every day, with 2 more to come, a total of 10 officially. But getting to see them living the struggle that we've all lived together for so long, not only seeing the human aspect and having that interaction that matters so much, but also having the value of seeing the numbers,